What is up, lads? It's CM9 here. Burnley 2, Chelsea 4. Carlsberg don't do football matches, but if they did... Oh, okay. So, today's match. We need to talk about today's match. It put a smile on my face. Okay. Let's forget the fact. Let's just forget the final 5 minutes of that game. Let's just forget that Burnley actually did score 2 goals from out of absolutely nothing. Due to lapse of concentration. Let's just put that aside. Great goal by Burnley. First goal, great. Second goal, deflection. But yeah, nah. Do you know what? I couldn't really care less. Let's talk about the other 85 minutes of that game, ladies and gentlemen. Because it was absolutely perfect. I don't think I've ever watched the perfect game of football ever, to be honest. Look, I know it's against Burnley, but Burnley, you know, very difficult venue to be going to get a result. But we're gonna talk about one individual. He's from the USA. He came from Dortmund. He got put straight into our team today, and he got a hat trick. Christian Pulisic. What a performance! What did I tell you in the last video? What did I tell you in that Ajax video? I said Pulisic needs to come into this team, in the first team, show exactly what he can do. Let him have a go. Let him roam around the pitch. Do what he wants. It just goes to show you what you can do with this team. This team, I love this team. I love this club. I love this group of players. I love Frank Lampard. I love it all. I love our defending. I love our ruthlessness. I love the fire. I love everything. I love this 7-game winning streak. It's got a smile on my face, ladies and gentlemen. And I could not be more happier. Let's talk about the team. Let's talk about the team. So, in goal, Kepa. You can tell, by the way, that I've got a beer going. So, you know, I'm a little bit happy, if you know what I'm talking about. Kepa in goal. Azpilicueta, Zuma, Tomori, Marcus Alonso. Solid. Jorginho and Kovacic. Again, I just need to reiterate how beautiful they play football in the middle of the park. Jorginho implementing 3 jobs all at once. Being a utility man, being the pass master, and just having that extra guy at the back to protect. And that's exactly what Jorginho did today, and he did it perfectly. Kovacic ran his heart out today. I just, like, everything that Kovacic did on the pitch was just beautiful. Dribbling was amazing. Passing was great. Turning the ball. I think there was one instance, I think it was one time in the game, where he got the ball. There was a guy coming on to offer him a challenge. He switched the ball, and he turned away from him. Everything Kovacic did in that game was just absolutely sublime. Pulisic, Mount, and Willian, all just magnificent. Let's just talk about Pulisic. Hat-trick hero, Mr. America. I mean, let's just talk about the goals that he scored. The first one, he benefited from a mistake from the defender, took the ball off of him, made that run. I mean, I hate to make comparisons, but I mean, very, very Eden Hazard-esque. I mean, imagine the way that he effortlessly runs down with the ball with absolute pace, worries the defence. That's exactly what Pulisic did. Just got to the byline, just shot the ball across goal into the bottom corner. Magnificent first goal. And then, again with the second one, just drops the shoulder, low strikes it, deflects, and then it goes into the net past the goalkeeper to make it 2-0. And then in the second half, Mason Mount crosses it in. Pulisic just gets his head on the end of it, and then it goes into the far corner. Pulisic was just everywhere. He was in the zone. He was energetic. Lots of intensity. Lots of pace. Just fantastic from Pulisic. How can we mark him out of 10? Should we mark him 10,000 out of 10? That's not cutting it. That's not cutting it. I think we can safely say that he's earned a starting place in that team. Do you know what I mean? The same could be said for Mason Mount. Mason Mount didn't really need to be on the score sheet today, but he was just excellent. Excellent with the ball. Again, just continuing on from where he left off for the Ajax game. And we'll talk about the Ajax game just a little bit later on. And Willian again contributed to the goal sheet as well with a goal of his own. So I couldn't argue with that. And Tammy Abraham, again, despite him not being on the score sheet, just being available, just being that one guy that can link up play. Just excellent. Callum Hudson-Odoi as well came on. Although he was brought down in the penalty box and there could have been a penalty, but then VAR waved it off because he dived. I'm not quite sure if he dived. There will be people that say, oh yeah, well he clearly dived. I honestly thought if you play that clip back, maybe he could have been clipped by the Burnley defender, but it was very, very faint. So whether he dived or not, and then he got booed for the remainder of the game when he came on. But yeah, Olivier Giroud came on as well, and then Reece James. Reece James came on with a bit of contribution. Who did he come off for? Marcus Alonso. I thought it was Azpilicueta, I think. I'm not quite sure. I think Azpilicueta may have switched to left back and then Lampard played Reece James at right back for the remainder. But Reece James, it was a perfect introduction to the Premier League as well. I thought he was excellent. Zuma and Tomori. Oh my days, they were exceptional. Did you see that goal-saving tackle by Tomori, by the way? The way he got back at the striker, as it looked like that he was clear on goal, and then he blocked the shot right at the last second. I'll tell you what, if John Terry was in the stands at that Burnley game, he would have been speechless. He would have been absolutely pleased with Tomori with that goal-saving tackle. I mean, Tomori is developing superbly at this team. And while we're on the subject of player development, I've just got to hand it to Frank Lampard. I mean, everyone was saying, Frank Lampard isn't going to cut it in the Premier League. I know he's only having a second-year managerial spell at a club. People were doubting him. But there's one thing that Frank Lampard has done with this team that not very many people do when they become Chelsea manager, and that's giving the youth an opportunity. It's a gamble that Frank Lampard has made. Sometimes if you're a manager, you've got to make gambles, and Frank Lampard has offered the team that he has right now, offered the players a chance to play every week on merit. And they're delivering the results. If you're good enough, you get to play every week. And Frank Lampard has got that mentality to say to these players, look, you're a Chelsea player, right? You're not a Chelsea world-class player. You're not anything like that. You've got to get out on the pitch and you've got to show me that you can actually be worth an opportunity. Look at Christian Pulisic. We were all questioning, look, why is he not playing? Lampard has given him an opportunity to play today and he's delivered. It's the deliverance. It's what the players can show Frank Lampard on the pitch. And if they can do that every week, we don't have to worry about anything. We do not have to worry about anything. Lampard has got this team ticking over superbly. From day one, from analysing the players and knowing exactly who needs to be playing to right now, he has got this team ticking over nicely. Like I said, I love the rotation. I love the formation. I love the players that are playing. I love the intensity, the hunger, the fire. I love it all. I love being a Chelsea fan right now. And I'm sure that if you're watching this as a Chelsea fan, you're thinking the exact same thing. Just pure brilliance. Up until the 85th minute, until we ended up conceding 2 goals. But I digress. Look, let's be honest. Burnley exploited our tiredness right at the end. I think come the 85th minute, we kind of tired ourselves out. And a team like Burnley at home exploit tiredness. They punish tiredness. And, well, they scored a goal from an absolute cracker, I've got to be honest, to make it 4-1. And then, I mean, yeah, it would have been really, really disheartening, the fact that, we'd gone 85 minutes without conceding a goal and then suddenly conceding a goal like that at 4-1. But 4-2? After what was otherwise a quite remarkable game of football. A little bit disappointing, but a win is a win. 7 games in a row, and we've won every single one. Frank Lampard must be doing something right with these players. The players must be doing something right. This group is doing something right. And us Chelsea fans are just sitting here with beers in hand, just going, do you know what? I want to see more of this. I want to see more of this. I want to see it every week. I want to see this ruthlessness. I want to see this passion. I want to see this fire. I want to see this intensity. I want to see lots of goals. I want to see pure brilliance. And I've got to say, hats off to Christian Pulisic for that hat-trick. Man of the match, superb display, superb football, superb goals. You know what? I'm gonna when I'm finished making this video, I'm going to blare out Hulk Hogan's WWE theme out loud. Because you know how that goes. I am a real American. That's exactly what Christian Pulisic is. And what a game. What a game. What a way to deliver to Frank Lampard. What a way to show Frank Lampard how good of a player you are. And I've got to be honest, he's got to play in the next game. I think the next game is against United in the League Cup on Tuesday. Man United. I don't want to sound cocky because, you know, let's be honest, Man United is Man United. I don't want to sound cocky, but Man United should be fearing us right now. They should be terrified. That might be a bit of a... I might be ruining those words, but on the strength of our performance today, and on the strength of, well, on the weakness of Manchester United's recent performances, Man United should be terrified of us because of the fact that we are playing the way that we are and the fact that they're playing the way that they are, and we have got such firepower. We've got such urgency, some hunger, some resilience, and the players that are playing for us right now are playing on merit. Not because of the fact that they're world class, they are playing on merit. Because they are playing like their life depends on it. Their performance depends on it. Because Frank Lampard only wants to play the players that want to play for him. He only wants to play the players that will give him 100% every single time. We are reaping the rewards because of it. You know, 85 minutes of absolute brilliance. Of course, with the latter being, you know, conceding 2 goals and ending up with only half a victory well, it was a victory. It was a victory and we all should be very proud of it. But the point I'm making is, what we can take from this is the fact that, of course, this group of players is magnificent. But we've got to understand that it's a game of 90 minutes, not a game of 85. If we were, let's say, 2-0 up in that game after 85 minutes and Burnley had scored those 2 goals, we'd be going away really disappointed. However, the point I'm trying to make is we've got to be 100% focused. Even if we're 4-0, 5-0 up, we have to be 100% focused, because if you show that lapse of concentration, a game can turn on you. And us as Chelsea fans have had instances where we've had to experience this, and it's nerve-wracking. It really is nerve-wracking. But I digress. A fantastic game today, a fantastic result. Players were excellent. Pulisic, man of the match, without a shadow of a doubt. Performance was impeccable. Everybody was fantastic. Tomori with expert tackles. Ruthless, effortless, perfect. Kovacic and Jorginho as a midfield pairing in the middle, just faultless. Absolutely faultless. And then you've got the front men. Just everything. I love this club. I love this club. I love the setup. I love Frank Lampard. I love this mixture of youth and experience. I just love it all. The transfer ban was a blessing in disguise. A blessing. An absolute blessing. Can we say that Eden Hazard left the team in a positive way? Because let's be honest, the players that were playing in that game tonight probably wouldn't have had a chance to play, because every single manager that would have been implemented, not just Frank Lampard, if it wasn't Lampard, anybody else that would have been made as manager, and he still had Hazard available, he would have played Hazard, and some of the younger players would have probably been sitting on the sidelines. But now that Eden Hazard's gone, and then we've got a group of players actually performing and actually getting themselves an opportunity, it's given themselves a whole new avenue to explore, and a whole new way of looking at our team. I mean, let me know what you guys thought in the comment section down below, but I honestly thought that game of football today was exceptional. If you take away the idea that we conceded 2 goals in the last 5 minutes, probably due to a lapse of concentration, probably due to a bit of tiredness, but this can be fixed. This can be fixed because we've got the players, we've got the mentality, we've got the manager to do it. And we go into this next game against Man United in the League Cup just making mistakes and learning from them. I'll tell you what, Man United should be fearing us right now. They should be. They should be terrified. Because not only are they away from home, they're at Stamford Bridge, but probably going to have their backs against the wall, because look at the way that we're playing our football. Look at the way we're doing things. Look at our winning record at the moment. 7 wins in a row. What does that tell you? We've turned ourselves around, and I love it. I love this club. I've always loved this club, and I will never stop loving Chelsea Football Club. I'm absolutely ecstatic. I'm going to go ahead and finish this beer off, because there's loads of it left. Hang on. Oh my god, that feels great. And so does this win today. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. Until the next one, I shall see you later. Head on and peace. Come on, lads!